What is up, y'all? It is your boy Kirk here, aka Vandal. We're in here in the studio, and this is To Be Honest. Let's get it. What is up, y'all? It is your boy Kirk here, aka Vandal. We are in here in the studio, and on this channel we do tips, tricks, tutorials, and talking head stuff just like this to help you become a better producer or a better creative in today's marketplace. And this is To Be Honest. So what I've done is actually asked a bunch of people on Instagram, or just put it out there to ask people to ask me if they had any questions about what it's like to be a Christian person in, the creative space or in the secular market or whatever you want to say. And secular just means not subject to any like religious or anything like that. So I got another question in, and it is this. It says, what do you do when others are not supportive of a Christian in the secular, it's actually in quotes, industry? So here's the thing. There's always going to be people that disagree with you, whether you believe in Jesus or not. There will always be somebody that does not rock with you. That's not like a Christian thing. Like, that is a people thing. There's always going to be somebody that disagrees with you. There's always going to be someone that is not supportive of you. Always. There's always going to be people that are haters. If you're doing anything and you're actually like really trying to do it, there will always be haters. Period. There's always going to be someone that tells you can't do it. There's always going to be someone that tells you it's not possible. Those are the people that you don't pay attention to. Those are the people you don't really allow their negativity or their just their view of you and what you're trying to do to affect what you're trying to do. So there's always going to be, like, Michael Jordan, his high school coach cut him. Steve Jobs, I'm sure there were plenty of people that told him that he couldn't do what he's trying to do. Or actually, he got fired from his own company. Martin Luther King, yeah, there were plenty of people telling him he can't do what he wants to do or what he's trying to do. Like, it just is what it is. There's always going to be somebody that doesn't agree with you. There's 7 billion people in the world. Not everyone's going to like you. Not everyone's going to agree with you. Not everyone's going to rock with you. I'm going to say it again. There are 7 billion people in the world. Not everyone is going to rock with you, and you have to be okay with that. That's the thing. You can't cower. You can't compromise. You can't get debilitated by what people say, what people who don't support you say. Like, you really can't. I have a pastor. He told me this, and I actually talked to him about this like recently, and he was saying there's always a little bit of truth in when somebody disagrees with you. There is a little bit of truth in there. Sometimes it's outright not, like there's no truth at all, but there's always some truth in when people disagree with you. There's always some, and you've got to look for that. And if there is any, and if it's worth applying to your life, then apply it. So me not being quiet about my beliefs and stuff like that, that's one thing that'll probably show some or present some hardships in me trying to do the artist thing. Maybe I won't get booked at the biggest festivals. Maybe I won't. Who knows? Who cares? I don't care. I'm not gonna be here and try to hide myself, hide my values, and just to fit in with other people. We did a whole video last time about not conforming to the patterns of the world. You could watch that one, but that one actually it's kind of in part with this one. It makes sense. You don't want to conform. So I watched a video a while back about Zaytoven. Zaytoven, if you don't know who that is, Zaytoven is a hip hop producer. He's a top level guy. He's produced for some of the biggest acts. And there was a video that came out where he was talking about he's this multi-platinum guy, and he still goes back to his local church to play on Sunday sometimes and do sound. So here's the thing, he still holds true to his convictions. He's not judging people. He holds true to his convictions, and he becomes the best at what he can do. Or he becomes the best in his field. He became really good at what he's doing. He worked very hard to become the best at what he does. And not just the best as he's a Christian, he's this is the best Christian. No. He's one of the top guys. He has platinum records, I'm pretty sure. He's got Grammys, I'm pretty sure. He's worked with a lot of big artists. And I watched his video with him, and he did an interview, and it was kind of a little mini doc. And all of the people that he worked with respected him so much because he held true to his values and he stood in his convictions, and he did not falter. Zaytoven doesn't drink, I think. Don't quote me on that. Like, he's a perfect example. And this is a great example for one of the videos we did last time. It's a perfect example of him being part of the culture, but not being conformed to the culture. But he's still effective. He's great at what he does. And he is still effective. So the people that are not supportive of you, like, there are going to be people that are not supportive of you. That's great. Work hard. Take whatever truth from their conversation or their whatever truth is there, take it, apply it. If it works, if it makes sense to apply, everything else you can discard. You can discard everything else. You don't have to worry. You don't have to internalize any of the stuff that the haters say, period. There's always going to be people that disagree with you. There's always going to be people that don't support what you're trying to do. Everyone has that in every industry. Everyone who is great will always talk about overcoming adversity. Okay, so here's some encouragement for you if you are coming up with a bunch of people that don't agree with you, people that if people are coming to you with all of this and you're not finding support in what you're doing, first check what you're doing, make sure that the right people support you, like the right people in your life can speak into your life and all of that stuff, and the people that actually matter support you. But then also go to God with it. And here's something: if you're a Christian in a secular kind of space where it's super not supportive, here's some encouragement. It says this in Romans 5 verses 3 through 6. It says, "Not only so, but we also glory in our sufferings, because we know that suffering produces perseverance. Perseverance, character, and character, hope. And hope does not put us to shame, because God's love has been poured out into our hearts through the Holy Spirit, who has been given to us. You see, at the right time, when we were all still powerless, Christ died for the ungodly." So here's the thing, that's the whole gospel right there. I've been doing music for 16 years. That's a long time. I started doing music when I was 14. And had I listened to everyone that didn't agree with me, or everyone that was like, your stuff was not that good, or had I listened to all of the no's, you know how many no's I've gotten from labels and stuff like that? Had I listened to all of that, even from people that I looked up to, had I listened to stuff that just wasn't it didn't build me up very much, I would have stopped doing music. This kind of suffering produces perseverance, and perseverance produces character, and character produces hope. So go forth and do that, and just stick with it, and you're going to get it. Just expect it. It's gonna happen, but don't let it debilitate you from doing what you're called to do, or doing what you feel so passionate about. If you're doing anything worth doing, you're gonna meet opposition. That is what it is, and I hope that helped. Hey, thank you for watching this video. If you found it helpful, or the perspective was something that was great, let me know in the comments below. If you disagree, let me know in the comments below. This is not meant to be the end all be all. This is my perspective and how I see being a creative through the lens that I see it in. So, if you like the channel, if you like the video, please like the video and subscribe. There's more stuff coming in the way. And if you want to ask some questions, if you have some questions, put them in the comments. I might make a video about them. Peace.